Welcome back, my darling critters. This was a Fresh Cut Grass episode. Not much happens in terms of advancing towards the main plot, but oh my gosh, does a lot happen with FCG's subplot. I did not see this coming at all. At least not in this episode. Who am I? I am the BookTube Goddess, the #1 drag queen booktuber on YouTube. I wasn't quite sure what to expect in episode 31 of Bill's Hells. I thought we were teed up to go back to Besurus, maybe wrap up the Armand Treshy storyline so we could focus on the Rudius plot and maybe head to Eos or whatever. Certainly confronting Odohanthal is on the horizon. But all of that was just pushed to the side since FCG went haywire. Before that happens, we wrap up the entanglement with Ira, the Nightmare King. He uses a wall of force to stop the party from interfering as he makes his own investigation of Rudius, because Imogen didn't tell him about the city on the moon, but I think it's safe to say he figured it out. So he takes a moonstone crown out of the machine and vamooshes. Orem finally gets to take the weave lens that they got from Fern's grandmother, Maury, or Morrigan, as we found out last week, and Ashton smashes it for some reason. He's thinking that if it didn't break, it would prove it has magic powers, but we found out that theory doesn't really hold water. So I think we have a broken magic item, because I don't think mending fixes magic items, but we'll see. And we also get a little psychodrama with Fern and her parents. But the party decides they will need to go back to Besurus to deal with Paragon's call and investigate what they found out. Now, I didn't catch this last week, but apparently those purple stones at the Callaway Hideaway are gnarl rocks. So Fern takes 2 of them and secretly places one with Laudna in her dollhouse and one with Imogen, because Fern is pure chaos. So does she really need more of a reason? I don't know, but I think she actually thinks she's helping out Laudna and Imogen. But when Laudna finds her gnarl stone, she is contacted by Delilah, who makes her paranoid. Anyway, on to FCG. FCG thinks it's time to contact Dancer, who may be able to help them with information about this device, this seeing device telescope, since she's obviously a very skilled artificer. And FCG contacts her via Ascending, and she seems not to want to talk to them.
And I will cast Sending, which is a spell.
Do it.
That I'm marking off.
No word.
And now I will cast the spell. And I will say,
who is this?
I'm going to try to contact Dancer.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And say, Dancer, Fresh Cut Grass reporting in. Awaiting designation and assignment. What is your current status?
There's a long pause. You hear a low, gravelly, textured, world-wearied voice come through, familiar to you. How did you find me? What do you want from me?
That's all I got. Shit. Well, shit. Guess I gotta go to sleep now.
Try again in the morning.
Yep.
When FCG contacts Dancer again the next day, the response is much more explicit.
All right, I'll cast sending again.
Okay.
Dancer, it's me, Fresh Cut Grass again. I might need you soon, and I'm worried about you. Where are you? Can you tell me?
Okay. There's a pause before that same gravelly voice kicks in. Please, leave me alone. I barely got away. I hope I never see you again. Okay. You know what you did.
Well, that's not good.
There's a static.
Static? Oh, in me?
Flashes in your mind.
Oh, shit.
You take
Oh, God.
4 points.
4 points of what?
4 points.
Oh, boy.
Points of what?
Oh, boy. That's not good.
Matt says that FCG gets 4 points. 4 points of what? Everyone wants to know, but Matt and Sam are very closed mouth about it. And we've seen them mention points before, but it's always been mysterious. Later on in the episode, Matt lets slip that they are something called stress points. Well, we finally get our answer. What happens when FCG gets stressed or gets too many points?
Okay.
I'm so fidgety, I'm sorry. What is it?
I guess you'll see Fresh Cut Grass just sort of go silent for a second and go limp a little bit and just sort of hang their head down a bit and kind of sort of fade.
Letters? Letters?
Fresh Cut Grass. Hey.
He shuts down. Imogen tries to read FCG's mind to see if they're still conscious in this shut down state.
Hey,
I'm gonna detect thoughts.
Is she okay?
Anything? What do I get? I detect thoughts.
I don't know.
Okay, you go to detect thoughts on the fresh cut grass, and there is this burgeoning wave of tumultuous emotion and intensity, a level of stress and anger and just a bottled cacophony of so many different voices and thoughts that they've taken on through years. It's at a brimming point, at a breaking point. Do you push further in?
Yeah.
Make a wisdom saving throw, fresh cut grass.
What am I trying to beat?
I don't know. A 15 probably?
Wisdom. 17.
And with that, the loud noise becomes a heavy crackling. And you have to pull out before you're afraid it's going to pierce your mind too. And with that, you pull back, your eyes focus, that piercing pain in your head begins to subside, and you just see the limp, staring, fresh cut grass there before you.
Are you okay?
Did it sound like different voices? Like different personalities of thought?
Different voices, voices you hadn't heard, you couldn't recognize. Some of your voices, you heard some of your thoughts in there. Other people, you heard cries of pain, you heard apologies, you heard whispers, you heard just hundreds of moments of time, of different voices, all at once.
It's like their brain became a bit overloaded, maybe.
Yeah.
There was a lot of A lot. Of everything.
Like when you're in a crowded room?
All at once. Kinda.
Chetney, in his infinite wisdom, decides to try to wake FCG up by bonking him on the head, because that always works.
I saw Joe do this once, and I'll just walk over and I'll pull out the wooden mallet. Oh, bong! All of a sudden, Chet! Oh, shit. I guess I'll move,
Okay.
and I will,
Oh no.
I guess first,
Oh no.
This whole time we were worried about fucking werewolf. The werewolf spine.
well,
Is he? Because he just did that.
I showed you what I wrote. I guess I'll just buzzsaw him.
And almost an immediate reaction to the impact of the mallet with a soft clung, you watch the limp body of Fresh Cut Grass just snap into one fast, killing motion as the buzzsaw ramps up and lunges for Chetney. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Do I get any sort of bonuses
You
in
have
this
advantage on
state?
this.
Oh! Good, because I'm gonna need it. I'm sorry, Mom, I'm making really hard noises. That's a 19 to hit. Oh yeah, that hits. Any bonuses to damage or just as is?
I think it's just as is. I'll double check here in a second.
Oh, I rolled terribly.
Holy
For damage.
Told you. This has been the night of Travis going,
Oh
I
my
fucking
God,
told you.
Various I told you so.
Did you text me? What's happening? No.
No.
I just rolled a 1, so it's only 2 points of damage.
Yeah, so it's just advantage on attack rolls.
Okay. 2 points of damage.
Let's make it 3 because I'm devastated.
Oh God.
And I'll let's see, bonus action. I will cast Spiritual Weapon,
Okay.
and I'll make it a wood chisel, just hanging right over his head. Can I also attack with that?
You can,
All
yeah.
right, go ahead.
Turn him off! Turn him off! Turn him off!
That's a natural 20. All right, so, terrible roll. So 10 points of damage.
Oh my god!
A streak of red blood as the buzzsaw just tears through the shoulder, but thankfully your reaction pulls you back, and it's just more of a gross-looking flesh wound. And as you're still reacting, you look above and watch as this brief burst of energy apparates into this kind of odd arcane wood chisel that then stabs right into your sternum.
Oh God.
I'll use my movement to just get right up on him, and I'll just start saying, "Why don't you shut up? Why don't you shut your fucking mouth?"
Everyone roll initiative.
That's when everything went crazy. When Matt said, roll initiative, we know we are jumping into a whole new kettle of fish.
Ashton, what's your turn?
I'm gonna run up and I've got full gravity going. I'm going a little grayscale, and I'm gonna run and just grapple.
You are grappled, something you are held, which means you can still do everything, your speed is 0.
That's enough. That's enough, buddy. Come on.
All right, Laudna, you're up.
So he's grappled.
Yeah, they're currently holding on Fresh Cut Grass in the back, and now that you can see the eyes right there, the lenses that denote the eyes of Fresh Cut Grass, usually like gentle and like a lighter white coloration, are a deep set venomous red.
Whoa! Oh shit!
What?
FCG's Ruin is born.
Man.
Here's the secret. You're all ruinous, boy.
Fucking moon.
Laudna is in a weird headspace, and suddenly she just starts hearing this rushing in her ears, and it's like she can hear the words that Delilah just said about how her friends are going to betray her, and how I'm in a dangerous place, and how I need to protect myself, and my friends are going to betray me, and my friends are going to betray me, and my friends are going to betray me. And I walk up to him, and I wrap my hands around his head, and I say, "Don't you fucking do this, wake up!" And I'm going to do Hunger of the Shadow.
Sounds like a Japanese horror movie.
Natural 20.
Oh! This is getting real!
What does that do? It immediately replaces all robotic parts with human parts.
It's a very specific feature.
Just fingernails everywhere.
She's just Batman with a bunch of spells.
Oh, that's so gross.
4d8.
A damage?
Yep.
Yo, that's some 8s, bitch. Sorry.
Holy shit, really?
16, 21, 23,
Water willy game.
doubled to 46
Just coffee.
plus 4. So, I'll let you, I guess, describe it, Matt, because this is the first time that's happening, but
That's
Laudna
50 points of damage?
is shaking, and I do 50 points of damage
Well-
as I grasp his head.
Well, here, I won't speak it because I'm going to ask you an interesting question.
Okay.
How do you want to do this?
I do have 56 hit points.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong one. I was looking. You're right. So never mind. Never mind. I literally was looking up. I was on Laudna's character sheet and saw a lower number. That's on me. Sorry. So I will describe it then.
Kidding.
Sorry, didn't mean to spook you there.
Yeah.
Or did I?
I mean, you tell me, bro.
No, you're right. So as you grasp the face, you hear that voice curl up from in the back of your mind once more and be like, "You see, at the end of all things, only yourself can be relied on when all love is taken." And with that sense of all love is taken, that cold sensation emerges through your fingers, and that glowing red light you see in the face of Fresh Cut Grass briefly turns a black, void-like umbra. And you hear this creaking of metal as all the joints in the body of Fresh Cut Grass immediately seem to almost corrode, like the metal had been left to the elements for hundreds of years. You see rust and oil and all these sort of just dark chemicals and elements of eroded material just suddenly apparate and fill the gaps of their body. And with that, you feel this rush, this overwhelming surge of power within the center of your chest, and your gentle, cold, slow heartbeat for a moment fills with warmth and life.
I'll add to that, as FCG's eyes turn black, mine flash with red, almost the same color as his, and as I'm gripping, almost digging my nails, cracking his metallic faceplate, just under my breath, you hear, "This isn't who you are." Uncertain who she's talking to.
Okay.
Oh, look at him.
I am going to walk over and place my hand on his head, on their head, and I'm going to cast heat metal.
Okay.
Just to try to
I'm
shuffle
still,
up the
I
brain.
haven't let go, by the way. I will say I'm just continuing to almost crush his skull inward. I haven't released my grip.
Okay, great. Okay, so you go ahead and cast heat metal. How much damage does that deal?
That is. Let's see.
What to be clear, I attacked you with a wooden mouse. Okay.
All these other people came WWE.
Go ahead and roll 2d8 damage.
I will behead you.
Nothing I can fucking do.
That is 15 points.
You're knocking him unconscious?
I'm unconscious.
Okay. Fern, how do you want to do this?
Oh, do. Okay. I just want to knock him out. And I'm just gonna go over and say, I'm just gonna scramble some stuff around, put you to sleep because you're being a little weird. And
Your parents don't like you. They never
wow.
did, and that's why they got rid of you. And you know what? They were fucking right.
oh wow. So I just shoot out the heat metal and just sort of keep going.
Okay, you watch as the normally, now heavily tarnished, kind of dull, goldish brass coloration to Fresh Cut Grass begins to immediately flare to a bright orange. And at that moment, how much damage was it?
15.
15 fire damage. You both take 15 fire damage as you're clutching this metallic entity that now suddenly flares to extreme heat action. You feel the side of your face begin to sizzle in an instant, and you instinctively begin to let go as you go limp, and you just throw him to the ground.
Don't let go. I
You
take it
just-
and I just keep.
Hold the head there, a limp Fresh Cut Grass, the eyes now darkened as consciousness slips.
As my eyes fade, I guess looking at her, I'll just say, "You were never alive." And then I'm dead.
Unconscious.
Unconscious.
I can just.
They tie FCG up and remove their weapons. So when FCG finally returns to consciousness, they don't remember anything that just happened. Imogen tries to read FCG's mind, but it seems like the memory of the last few minutes have been wiped clean. Ashton puts 2 and 2 together and figures out the one-eyed monster FCG always talks about that attacked Dancer's party could have been FCG, because Ashton remembers that when they first found FCG, they only had one of their eyes working, the other one was broken. Did I mention this theory months ago? Nobody, well, other than Matt and Sam, nobody has any idea what these points are. My guess would be, since there's an ongoing backstory about Fresh Cut Grass not remembering what happened to him because of trauma or a memory wipe, is that when enough of these points accumulate, maybe he'll start remembering things, and then we find out what the reason was for him shutting down these memories, because maybe there was a really good reason not to remember. Now, could FCG have actually malfunctioned and killed his friends? Just throwing that out there. Did you suspect the same? Let me know down in the comments, and while you're there, like this video and subscribe to my channel. Matt also lets us know that the grass icon on FCG's chest kind of also looks like claw marks. We know FCG is thousands of years old, even though their memories only date back a few years when Dancer revived them. But what does it mean? What was FCG's original purpose? And was there some sort of trauma that's making them act this way? What are your theories? Now, I love how the subplots are kept alive. Like the FCG storyline fell off my radar, but now it suddenly asserted itself in a big way. And we're also getting a little bit more of the Laudna Delilah subplot. The episode ends with the party heading back to Basuris. Now, next episode, I think we'll at least get a confrontation with Dancer. And we may get some sort of confrontation with Udahan Thal. I really hope we're just going to wrap up this Armand Treshy storyline, which I'm getting a little bit tired about. But I can also see us being here in Basuris for maybe 1 or 2 more episodes. Real quick, I think Orem is rising to be the leader of Bell's Hells. Even though he seems to be reluctant, and wants Imogen to take the lead. I'm not sure how that's going to pan out, but I can't wait to find out. Until we meet again, may all the campaigns you play be